How's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy here, and wow, do we have a crazy video for today. I was planning a different video for you guys today. I was going to talk about my dividend investing and my stocks, and I wanted to give you guys a portfolio update. But as I was working on my video, well, I got the news that Voyager filed for bankruptcy. So today what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to check out the article. We're going to read it. We're going to look at what exactly it means. We're going to break it down. And then I also want to tell you guys what I'm doing with crypto, what it is that I'm doing with the assets that I still had on Voyager, and exactly how much money did I still have in Voyager. So that's kind of going to be what this video is going to be about. So if you guys appreciate that, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you haven't done so already, guys, go ahead and smash that subscribe button to help me out during these very tough times. All right, guys, let's get right into the video. Shoo. All right, so if we go to Twitter, we do see here that Voyager has sent out this notification. Also, Stephen Ehrlich has retweeted it and kind of just restated the article through his Twitter. So if you were to look up Stephen Ehrlich, so if you were to look him up here, he kind of just goes ahead and reposts everything that's kind of been said on the article. So he just kind of restates it. So that's kind of what that's about. So not much there. So let's go ahead and check out the article here. I have gone ahead and I've kind of highlighted some of the things that I thought were interesting. So let's look at this here. So Voyager Digital commences a financial restructuring process to maximize value for all stakeholders. Again, this is just a pretty way of them putting this. They're not going to come in here and kind of, tell it like it is. They're going to try to make it sound as nice as possible. But I'm going to go ahead and break this down for you guys and really see what it's saying. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is not a good thing. There's nothing good about this. This is pure negative. But I do think that there's a few things that we could poke at here and kind of see, try to get some, at least a little bit of positive from there. Files a voluntary petition for Chapter 11 protection. So this is Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This is not Chapter 7, which is a little bit different. It kind of lets them work through the process of bankruptcy and allows them to try and generate some cash and stuff like that, instead of them having to sell all the assets that they hold from the customers. They don't have to do that, and they get a kind of like a second chance at restructuring the business and whatnot. So it creates an efficient path to resume account access to return value to customers. So they want to, so that's the goal, right? To eventually give access back to the customers. This just goes ahead and kind of states all the money that they have. They are saying that they are kind of counting the 650 from Three Arrows. I kind of would say that that's kind of gone, and they're probably not going to get nearly as much. They'd be happy getting a fraction of this money here. But just notice that in the article, they are stating the 650 million. Good luck trying to get the 650 million, though. The proposed plan or reorganization plan would, upon implementation, resume access to the return value to the customers under this plan, which is subject to change given ongoing discussions with other parties and requires court approval. So it's going to take some time. Court approval, it's going to take some time, right? So if you're thinking that you're going to get access to your account within the next week or something like that, I wouldn't count on that. So whatever assets are on there, just kind of realize that they're going to be locked up for a nice period of time. Customers with crypto in their account. This is very important here, okay, guys? So pay attention to this here. Customers with crypto in their account, so that would be myself, will receive in exchange a combination of their crypto. So you're not going to get only your crypto. You're going to get a combination of your crypto proceeds from Three Arrows Capital. So whatever they get from Three Arrows Capital, you might get some of that. And common shares in the newly reorganized company and Voyager tokens. So that's how they're going to repay you. Okay, so whatever you have, let's say you have $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. Don't plan on getting $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. Given that Bitcoin stays at the same price, don't count on getting your $2,000 worth of Bitcoin back. You might get $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, a little bit up from 3AC, some common shares in the new company. So they might pay you with common shares, and then they'll give you some VGX tokens, even if you might not want it. All right. The plan contemplates an opportunity for customers to elect the proportion of common equity and crypto they will receive. So it'll allow you to pick how much of each you want to get. subject to certain maximum thresholds. So that's the important thing there, right? Let's say that they only allow you to, let's go back to that Bitcoin, right? Let's say that they only allow you to get 50% in Bitcoin, then the 50% of everything else will be through the whatever they get from 3AC, common shares, and VGX token, even if you might not want it, right? And I think 50% is, it is being a little generous. Probably expect to the maximum threshold to be a lot less. If it's more than 50, that's good, right? But being realistic, myself, I'm thinking 30, 40%, somewhere around there. Maybe even 20% of your crypto is what they might give back. Customers, this is some good stuff here. Customers with USD deposits in their account will receive access to those funds after reconciliation and fraud prevention process is completed with Metropolitan Commercial Bank. So if you already have USD deposits, you will receive access to those funds. So if you had any deposits in your account, you will receive access to those funds after reconciliation and fraud prevention process is completed with Metropolitan Commercial Bank. When I'm not sure what the cutoff date was for this. Was it before the announcement, the day of the announcement, or whatever? The week of the announcement, I'm not sure, right? So that would have been some good information there. So let's say that you deposited some money yesterday, right? Is that going to be given back? I'm not sure. So that's some vital information that they should have stated here. Again, notice that they are counting the $650 million from Three Arrows Capital. I would just kind of say that this is money that's lost, but they still keep on claiming this money. They also appointed some new people here. So if you want to read about them, go ahead. The article is there, and you can definitely read about the new people that have been hired at Voyager. As part of the reorganization process, the company will file customary first day motions. This is pretty much one of the first steps in Chapter 11, first day motions, to allow it to maintain operations in the ordinary course. Voyager intends to pay its employees in the usual manner and continue their primary benefits, certain customer programs without disruption. The company expects to receive court approval for these routine requests. Again, court approval might take some time. Trading deposits, withdrawals, and loyalty rewards on the Voyager platform remain temporarily suspended. So that's still, trading deposits, all that stuff that we care about is still going to be suspended. So that's that, right? A few good things here. It looks like they might be working on things, but again, this is all negative stuff, right, guys? Obviously, the company is going to find the best way to state these things. They make it sound all nice and pretty, but it's not all good and pretty, right? This is bad for Voyager. No company wants to be here, but this is where we're at. All right, so with that said, guys, what am I doing here with my money on Voyager? Well, let me show you guys. A lot of people are like, I took out all my money, whatever, this and that. Well, I did make a video telling you guys that I had sold a lot of my crypto, but I still have some money on here. You guys can see on there, the zoom in. You guys can see there's $5,000 in there, right? So for me, as a teacher, as I always say, that's still a lot of money. That's more than I get paid in one single month. So that's a big drawback, especially since I only save about $2,000. I save about half of my paycheck, and I invest that. But it's a big drawback because that's pretty much like 3 months of investing just down the drain for me, right? So that's a big drawback. So I'm hoping for, obviously, I want to get access again to my crypto, but I'm not focusing on these $5,000 anymore. Kind of forgetting about them, and giving them as a loss. I don't think it's worth my time to try and speculate and take so much time and thinking that I'm going to get this money back. What I'm doing pretty much with this crypto is I'm thinking of it as a total loss. And I know that it might be a hard pill to swallow for many, but for me, I think it's easier to just take that pill now and just kind of get over with it. Just peel the Band-Aid completely off. Hopefully things eventually down the road, we do get access to our money back. That would be great. But I'm just kind of getting it done, just forgetting about it and focusing on other other things. So what exactly am I focusing on? Well, as you guys saw, I am buying bonds. I'm buying a lot more stocks, dividend stocks, and I'm definitely going to update you guys on that. So building up my dividend portfolio again, and buying, covered calls and stuff like that, and just generating a lot of income that way. So I'm definitely, going to work on that and keep you guys updated on that, because I think it's quite important, and it's a good way to generate some extra cash, especially during this bear market. There are a lot of good deals out there, so I wanted to tell you guys especially what it is that I'm buying. Also in crypto, I'm still buying crypto. I'm buying a lot of on the DeFi wallet, on crypto.com, because you actually own your keys, and there are some good chances on there. So DeFi wallet on crypto.com, something that I like. Putting a little bit on FTX, not a lot, but I do like the fact that FTX has a ton of money to be helping out these companies. So a little bit more trust there, but definitely going to do a lot more research on, on actual DeFi, and trying to generate income that way with assets that I actually own. But for now, focusing a lot more on my dividend stocks and stuff like that. All right, so that's a plan there. Just kind of forgetting about my money on Voyager and just giving it up as a total loss. Hard pill to swallow, but I hope that you guys are doing good. I hope that you guys are, tough times, but I hope that you guys are staying positive out there. I know myself, I'm working extra hard and trying to recover whatever that was lost through, working. I mean, you can kind of look at this money and say, cry about it and, waste time, or you can use that time and generate more income and recover those assets that way. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to recover and work for the money that I lost. And that's that. All right, guys, like I like to say, let's go to the moon together. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.